Today is June 1st, 1:27 p.m. We leave in 13 days for our road trip. And so we just got back from the store getting all the food that we need. And we are organizing and compartmentalizing everything. So next week, a week from when we leave, we're going to do a practice run in the car. Make sure everything fits and how it'll be most efficient. So, it's everywhere. It looks a lot nicer in here than 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, it was a mess.
And we still have work to do.
Yes, we do. But we're trying out the tripod for the first time. It's going to come on the trip with us so we don't have to hold it in our hand this time. Yeah. Today is June 8th, and we are 6 days away from leaving for our trip. So we're going to take everything that we piled up last weekend, take it downstairs, and do a practice pack into my car. Make sure we figure out a system that works, so we're not taking everything out at every single stop we make. So,
yep.
To carry everything outside into my car, so.
And then back inside.
Yeah, when we're done. So, we have brought everything down. It is so hot outside, we're already sweating. But now we put everything here into the back of my car. And we're gonna figure it out.
It won't be that hard.
Yeah, it's so hot outside though.
Also,
so.
I lost my normal sunglasses, so I'm having to wear these red ones. So we've kind of figured out how we want to pack the back. There's a lot in the back, but it leaves a lot of room in the back seat for other stuff. But we figured out a pretty efficient way to pack everything. Down here is all our, we've got our tool kit, we've got our grocery bags for trash, we've got our tire kit, a survival kit, first aid kit somewhere in there. And we've got most of our food and actual camping stuff back here. So here's, fruit and grain bars. Back here is, are those shoes?
Yes.
Those are our hiking shoes. This is our water container we'll use. We'll fill it up with water from jugs, just so that we're not carrying around a bunch of jugs. It holds 2.5 gallons, which is enough at any given time. And then we have our cooler, which takes up most of the space in the back, right? But the cool thing about this is that nothing blocks access to the cooler. There's nothing on top of it. There's nothing that's preventing it from opening. And we can open it and access anything that we need. And the tent fit pretty much perfectly. Stove. So that's it for the trunk. And as far as the back seat, we're still going to have another duffel bag full of Caitlin's clothes and then our 2 backpacks that we're going to use for the trail. But it's pretty spacious back here, all things considered. Again, there'll still be 3 more bags in here, but those aren't going to take up significant amounts of space. We'll have our books and everything.
This is everything we'll put into a tent. It has our air mattress and then sheets and stuff.
Anything that could have a hole poked in it that we don't want a hole poked in, it went in the bag or in the container.
Yeah. This has like trail snacks and then snacks for the car also. This is all our pots and pans. And this is more dry food. All this can be shoved to this front seat whenever we sleep in the back of the car though.
Which will only be twice.
Yeah.
So it's really not that big of a deal. We don't have to move a ton of stuff to access anything. In the back it might be a little bit of a different story. Like if I need to get to these shoes, I have to move the tent, move this, but
it'll be fine.
That's only 3 things as opposed to, I hate these glasses. I really do. Cool. Anyway, so I think we figured out what we're going to do for our trip, and T-minus 6 days.
And now we have to take everything out and take it back inside. Right. So.
Let's go on an adventure.
I'm talking?
Yep. It's going.
Oh. It is officially June 14th, 10:39 a.m. and we are on the road.
T-minus 7.5 hours till Midland.
Our first stop of the day, and we are jam-packed in the back.
Yeah, we're pretty packed, and it looks a little bit messy because of the jackets and stuff we've laid on top, but we promise it's very organized underneath that.
Yes, we have a system, but we're on the road.
Yep. We're gonna be going through Austin today, and Llano, and San Angelo before we hit Midland, and we'll spend the night in the car, and then tomorrow it's bright and early, 7 a.m. crossing the border into New Mexico into mountain time, and then to Carlsbad Caverns National Park for our first real stop. How do you feel, Caitlin?
So excited!
Cool. All right, we'll see you guys later.
We are officially 4 hours in, and we've stopped in Llano, in their small town square. It's super cute. We have 4 hours to go until we make it to Midland. We had lunch in this pavilion over there. We're swarmed by flies, but that's okay. And now Hayden's sitting in a rock.
Very comfortable.
We're gonna go see about getting ice cream, and then we'll probably be on the road again. And Hayden gets to drive this time. So.
Caitlin said she wanted to drive first, so I've been passenger princess for the last 3.5 hours.
So, here we go.
The courthouse is really cool.
Yes, it is.
I assume that's what it is.
We just left Llano, and we are about 3.5 hours out from Midland. Once we get to Midland, we're gonna go to the store and get some cold food items to put into our cooler. So that way
That thing that keeps things cool, the cooler.
so that way it can be cool for tonight. And then we're gonna figure out our sleeping arrangements for tonight, because it's gonna be hot and we have to move everything so we can set up the mattress.
Yeah, because I don't know if we've mentioned it. I don't know if we've mentioned it yet in the video, but tonight and our last night of the trip are the only 2 nights that we're sleeping in the car. We've come prepared. We have a car mattress that we're going to inflate, and it's got things that go down to the floorboards so that we can use that entire backseat space. But it's going to be hot. We're still in Texas.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But
Cool.
we're almost there.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So me and Caitlin just went through San Angelo, Texas. We're still about, what, an hour and a half
Yeah.
outside of Midland. Stopped and got some gas, so we should be good through tomorrow. But yeah, now it's kind of just about finishing out the drive and getting a nice, relaxing HEB run in the books.
He's eating beef jerky, and it smelt up the entire car.
Caitlin doesn't like beef jerky.
I don't like the smell of it, and it's just the
Do
entire
you like
car.
the taste of it though?
It just, the entire car smells like beef jerky now.
If you can comment on this video, like if you're watching it on a TV or something, comment what your favorite kind of beef jerky is, so you can stunt on Caitlin. We'll see you in Midland. Checking back in about an hour from Midland. We're about 68 miles or so. We just went through Sterling City. And turns out that they're going to have their annual cowboy festival.
Don't know what that means. But
Yeah, I mean, we assume rodeos and stuff like that, cool stuff like that. But it's tomorrow. If it was going on today, I mean, who knows? We may have stopped by. But it's okay. Maybe we'll be through on another third Saturday in June in Sterling City, Texas. Almost there.
Good Good morning from Midland, Texas. We are on our way to Carlsbad Caverns. It is 7:01 a.m. We're about to...
Central time.
Central time. We're going to cross over to Mountain Time soon. So we should get to Carlsbad Caverns around their 8:45 time. So it takes us about 3 hours.
Yep.
So.
Well, last night didn't quite go as we planned. We packed a lot, and sleeping in the car when you've packed that much is not a feasible task.
Or when it's 96 degrees out at 9 p.m.
We thought we had everything figured out, and we were going to shut the doors for the night and go to sleep, and within 5 seconds we were both drenched in sweat. So we ended up having to kind of get a last-minute hotel. Nothing fancy, just the cheapest thing we could find so we could have a bed and air conditioning to sleep in. Tonight should be better because we're going to be sleeping in a tent, so we'll have some airflow. It's not going to be AC.
It's going to be air.
It's going to be at least not stagnant.
Yeah. But we can't confirm that we could fit everything back in this seat up here.
It's a very tight fit. It's very disorganized, but we can do it.
We can make it work. But yeah.
So that's why there's no footage. That's why there's no footage from last night. But it was a rough travel day. Some things didn't go right. Very stressful. But we finally get to see some cool stuff today.
Yeah, we got through the worst day. So
yeah, hopefully there's always that day of the trip. So hopefully it was that day and everything else is smooth sailing.
All right.
Cool. We'll check in at the New Mexico border.
Yay.
You got it.
Welcome to New Mexico. We crossed in about 20 minutes ago, and we got our pictures at the sign, and we held up our New Mexico flag, and it was really fun. And
about 55 miles from Carlsbad, which means we're about 70 or so from the park.
Oh yeah. And I'm doing journal entries for everything yesterday, because we'll have little journal entries for every single day.
Yeah.
So there is nothing out here. It's just flat.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I keep telling Caitlin she'll see the pretty side of New Mexico maybe tomorrow, because we're going through Santa Fe towards the end of this trip. Santa Fe is really, really pretty, and the country up there is really, really pretty. This does not scream Land of Enchantment. I'm not feeling enchanted.
Also, when we were leaving, we were like west of Midland, about to cross the border. There were so many oil rigs. I've never seen so many oil rigs. It was just like everywhere.
Caitlin did not know that actually the Permian Basin and this entire area used to be an ocean.
Nope.
She didn't know that.
Nope.
She thought that was very interesting.
So many oil rigs.
Cool.
So many. Alright, well, we'll probably be back when we make it to the park. Yay! We've made it to our first national park, Carlsbad Caverns, and it's such a pretty sign. So pretty. Hayden's setting up the tripod so we can get our pictures now.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. Oh, and we have little rocks, and we can see mountains behind us.
It's finally pretty.
Yes.
Like, it's amazing how much Carlsbad sucks, but as soon as you get south of it, it's really nice.
We are currently in Carlsbad Caverns. We're whispering so it doesn't echo everywhere.
It's very quiet in here.
It's so quiet. But we're in, we think, the King's Palace. And it's a super big room.
I think that's what it's called. I think it's called the King's Palace. We're not in the big room yet.
We took an we can see the light, natural light. But if you listen, there's bats.
It smells wonderful down here.
We have made it out of the natural entrance. All the way down in there. 700 feet.
Stinks.
Yeah, it smells really, really bad.
It's okay.
We have made it back to the car. We took the elevator down 700 feet into the caverns, and then we did everything. We did all the big room, all the trails, and then we took ourselves and we did the switchbacks all the way back up to the natural entrance, which was another 700, 800 feet straight up. So,
yeah.
It was rough, but we did it, and everyone was asking if we were doing it by choice and if we were doing it for fun.
I didn't realize it was that strange of a decision.
But we did it, and then it was worth it because at the end we got to see the bats and we could hear the bats. You could smell the bats.
Yeah, you could smell bats.
You could smell the bats before you could see the bats. And then we even saw one like right next to us. It was like hanging on the cave wall. It was right there. We got a picture of it.
Yeah, we might include the picture.
Yeah, a little tiny guy. Yeah. And then we went to the gift shop to get our postcards and magnet and stickers. That's all we got from there.
So the next stop's going to be the gas station at the bottom of this mountain in White City, and then after that it's another 3 hours to White Sands National Park.
Yay! It was like crazy. I'm glad we did it the opposite way than everyone else, because going straight down, you were automatically like, I was blown away.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was crazy. This is our current view from the parking lot. We're way at the top.
Yeah.
All the way. And then you can kind of see these cars are blocking, but there's mountains out there in the distance. We're getting close to the mountains. Yay! We also got here at the perfect time because now it is packed. There are, when we came in, there was no one parked out here. Like 1 or 2 cars. And now it's jam-packed.
Yeah.
So, which was nice because when we first got into the cave, it was silent. We almost thought we were in the wrong spot because it was
it was weird. We were like, is this part of the cave closed? No, everyone was just not there.
Yeah, so it was a good time that we got here.
Got a pretty good view out my driver's side window.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty nice. Just probably keep my eyes on the road.
We are in Lincoln National Forest on our way to White Sands National Park, and we're getting some really good mountain views. We've actually passed the really good part, but yeah, it reminds me of heading out to Cody, Wyoming. Just instead of the mountains being rocky, they are covered in trees and green. So
still got about an hour till we get to White Sands, but it's a nice drive so far.
Yeah, it is really nice. It's a lot better. It was really, really ugly before.
It wasn't ugly, it was just boring. I mean, there's nothing out in Artesia, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Alright, so check it out. Oh, we're leaving the Lincoln National Forest. That's nice. We've just had a really, really nice driving through the Sacramento Mountains, going through towns like Cloudcroft and High Rolls. And as we descend into Alamogordo, we think we can see the White Sands. So we're getting excited.
Yes.
It's been a very, very nice drive the last hour.
I also found out my car is a hybrid. I found out descending this mountain, it's recharging my battery. So we've gained 7 miles worth of electricity. And that's great!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, look.
There they are!
Yeah, that's got to be the White Sands. It's white.
We've made it to White Sands National Park. It is hot. Very hot. But we're going to check out what it looks like. And then we're going to head out to the dunes. We are officially in White Sands National Park. We see the sand dunes.
Yeah.
They just come out of nowhere.
They really do. It's not like a gradual like shift from the regular landscape into the sand. It's just like sand immediately. It's like they put it here.
But we got a sled and we got some wax, so we're gonna go find some hills to sled down.
Yeah. Yay. Sand is apparently very, very hot, but
we'll survive.
We can handle it. Yeah, come up here. You can really see a lot. This place really does kind of feel like another planet, because you look around and aside from the mountains in the distance and the occasional other vehicle, there's nothing but sand. And then you crest some of these dunes and you can see the mountains east of Alamogordo. What do you think, Caitlin?
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It's even better than I thought.
Yeah, New Mexico seems to be doing that for you. Anyway, yeah, really, really cool. Sand's not quite as hot as we thought it was going to be either.
I am getting strapped up for the GoPro because we found a dune that's pretty high up once you get to the top. And we're slid down. This is, that is like, this is my wax. And then, really far forward. No,
it's not tight at all.
Hayden doesn't know what he's doing.
No, I do.
And then there's the board that we're gonna slide down. And this is the dune. There you go. And it just drops off over the side. But here's the view.
Now I gotta tighten it from side to side. Is that tight?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
I'm scared.
Hold on. Go.
Oh.
What did we do wrong?
Push me. Woo! Whee! Well, that was anticlimactic.
Huh? Come back up. Use the staircase.
Ugh. I know.
White Sands is very, very cool. Like I said earlier, it feels like you're on another world because all you can see that way are the mountains, and all you can see that way are the mountains, and in between, it's just sand dunes. For all you know, it could stretch. It could stretch to both mountain ranges.
Yeah.
It's just.
You would have no idea that there's a city just outside of this.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. Very. Something that I did a couple minutes ago was I just sat there and I just listened to the silence. And it's so nice. So anyway, we're headed back to the car. We're probably gonna finish our drive, see if we want to do anything else, and if not, then it's on to the campsite where we'll settle down for the night, cook dinner, and watch the sunset.
We did try to sled, but we think we're just too big for the sleds. So that kind of sucks.
It must be something that's geared towards little kids. Unfortunately, it's not marketed that way.
So, but there's GoPro footage of it. The very
you will have already seen that.
The very anticlimactic sled down the dune. But we've made it to our campsite, and it's a sleigh.
Yeah. Someone's already been here pretty recently, so Caitlin's gonna set up the chairs and get dinner going while I set up the tent right back here in this little clearing. But check out
our view.
Our view. In fact, I'm gonna switch the camera around. Check out our view for tonight.
And when the sun sets, it's just gonna light those mountains up.
Yeah, because that is west towards Las Cruces, and this is facing east right now towards the Oregon Mountains. Originally, I had planned to stay on the other side, but just found out that there are campground fees, and we're trying to avoid those as much. I found this place.
And it's just right off the road. The road's like, you can't even see it, but there's a paved road and a little gravel, and this first turnoff was perfect.
Yeah. We were originally going to go a little further, but Caitlin's car is not an ATV. So we decided to just pull in here, and it's pretty much perfect. The sun will make for these mountains back here will make for a really nice backdrop as we eat, along with the Oregon Mountains, which are starting to become a little bit more colorful as the sun.
We can also see a little camper over there.
Yeah, there's a camper in that direction.
So we're not alone.
Yeah. Cool. All right, well, let's get camp set up. What are you making?
I'm making spaghetti, and it's working.
Let me see.
The noodles are almost done.
Wow.
And then the meat is browning right now. There's a whole bunch of, but it's working.
Yeah. Very nice view.
We have succeeded in making dinner. We made spaghetti, and Hayden got the tent all set up.
Yeah, we're good to go.